So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. I know. I owe you guys a couple of videos. I haven't forgotten, and today I'm here to start delivering on them one by one. I think it's a good time to mention here, for those who do not know, I have another channel, a personal channel. It's not a gist channel, my personal channel. If you want to see me up close and personal, if I've been missing in action here and you miss me, you say, where is this woman? Let me go and know what's up with her. You can also watch my other channel, Neze Peperempe. Whenever I'm not here, you can be sure that videos will be going on at the other place. So I'm going to leave the link to that other channel. It's a lifestyle channel. You can join me there to experience me up close and personally. Okay, let's go on. Some videos ago, we covered the Churchill ROSY breakup saga, and how ROSY has now approached the courts there in Lagos, seeking a dissolution of their 5-year marriage amidst Churchill's reconciliation with his ex-wife, actress Tonto Dike, and of course their son, King Andre. Recall that as soon as that news broke online, the news of the divorce, Churchill rushed to social media in 2 separate posts to declare that if put in a position where he needed to choose between his kids and anyone or anything, he is choosing his children, period. ROSY will then make some sort of reintroduction, reverting to her maiden name and of course yanking off her wedding band while announcing her rebirth, some sort of a rebrand and emancipation. So what happened next? I'm here to tell you, and this video is very, very important, not just for entertainment purposes, of course, you know, but more importantly for educative purposes, because it dwells heavily on what our laws say in this particular situation, where not only ROSY is, but so many other people, so many other women find themselves in. So through ROSY and Churchill's story, with what has happened now, I hope we will be able to learn and unlearn to understand the true position of things. If you are new here, you're seeing my face for the first time, or if you've been coming and going like this season, you're yet to subscribe, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It is the free way to tell us that you love what we are doing and you're enjoying it here. So hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up. You know the drill. Drop your thoughts down in the comment section. Very important that. And stay glued, for we have so much more coming your way. Don't forget to grab a copy of our book, The Unbroken Spirit. It is your perfect guide for rebuilding, healing, rediscovering, and owning yourself. It is eye-opening and an essential for both single people and of course married people. In several videos where I have spoken about the May Edochie saga, I have consistently and habitually addressed Judy Austin as Yul Edochie's concubine, very much to the chagrin and the annoyance of side chicks, intending side chicks, aspiring side chicks, and some of my Arabanko Udugus. And you will find them fuming and raving, and they're like, oh, Barrister Neze, how could you? How dare you? How can you address somebody that has given birth to 3 whole children for her husband as a concubine? What is this? And I look at them and I tell them, go sit down for dirty. I remain unfazed, and I say it even louder and even more often. In case you are new here, I am not a motopack social media commentator. I am enlightened, I am a lawyer, and I do not apply terminologies loosely. I am very specific with my use of nomenclature. Just in the same vein that I will call a May and Annie wife an estranged wife, because as annoying as that may be for many, that is exactly what they are until the divorce that she filed is final and granted. Until the decree of dissolution from that divorce petition becomes absolute, she remains his wife legally. So I cannot and I will not address a concubine as a wife, neither will I address a wife otherwise. And there has never been any time that I set out to create content that my consideration is, oh, I don't want to offend somebody, oh, hey, how will people see me if I say this, or what will people say, will they like me? I will tell you the truth, how it is. And I am telling you for a fact that, legally speaking, you can be in a relationship with a person, live together for donkey years, have 3, 4, 5 children together, and still be a concubine. That the existence of these does not automatically create a legal marriage under the Nigerian law. And it is okay to do what you want to do. I'm not here to chastise or berate anyone. I'm just here to inform you that when shit gets real, as it has gotten in this case of Churchill and Rosy, you may begin to understand the difference between hot water and cold water. The difference between being a wife and being a concubine legally, as it relates to a lot of things, a whole lot of things, like property disputes, inheritance claims, dependency rights, and the likes. And this is not an insult. Let's look at the definition of a concubine, as Churchill is alleging that Rosy is. A concubine is traditionally a woman who lives in a long-term relationship with a man who is not her legal wife, but with whom he has an ongoing sexual and domestic relationship. This is just a fact. It is not an insult. In developed countries like Canada, the US, there may even be some little consideration for those kinds of associations. They call it common law partner or common law marriages, where there is no formal legal marriage existing, but because of long periods of cohabitation, certain rights may be recognized. But in Nigeria, our statutes do not take cognizance of common law marriages. There are only 3 types of marriages recognized by the Nigerian law. The statutory marriage, also known as the marriage under the Act, which is conducted either in the registry, that is what they call courts, or in the church. The second type of marriage is the customary marriage, which we also refer to as the traditional marriage. And the third is the Islamic marriage, governed by the Sharia law and in applicable regions. Every and any other thing in between is not marriage. Courting, dating, cohabiting, fiance and fiancé, concubine, baby mama, all these are not recognizable associations under the law. In law, you are either single or married. When Rosy filed for a divorce from Olakole Churchill, he was very swift to issue out this public statement. We're going to read it together and we're going to analyze it step by step. Is he right or is he wrong with these assertions? Let us go. Header: false divorce claims and public misinformation. Let me address this directly. The reports circulating online about a supposed divorce between myself and Rosalind Miro. Hey, God. He has not only called her full name in her international passports. All this while, he calls her Rosy, my baby, my love, Rosy. It's now that I'm even knowing that her name is Rosalind. Rosalind Miro. Meaning what? He has extracted his surname and what? And dashed her papa name. He says The reports circulating online about a supposed divorce between myself and Rosalind Muriel are completely false. There is no truth in them, and they should be treated as such. In fact, at first, when I saw this part of him saying there is no truth in it and that we should treat it as false, I was thinking that it was another session of debunking. I was thinking that he wanted to say that all those things are rumors, that they are together, no shaking. Wait for the next paragraph. He said, there was no legally recognized marriage. There was no church wedding and no court wedding. What took place was an introduction. Therefore, the idea of a divorce is baseless from the onset. Okay, Tonto wronged me, and whatever existed between us was ours to resolve. No one confronted her or fought that battle on my behalf. I do not agree with the narrative that Rosie stood by me in a way that should now be exaggerated. While I acknowledge that she faced public criticism, it is important to state that if she had not been there, someone else would have occupied that position in my life. You know, when I tell you guys that when you do things you're not supposed to do, and the man asks you, did I beg you? Did I ask you? If you were not there, somebody else, there is no pain that is more painful than that. He is saying that we are exaggerating the whole stood by me. Which stood by me? If she was not there, another woman would have occupied the position. So what she did, all those years of dragging, defending me, covering the relationship, all those years is nothing. That position could easily have been replaced by another woman. That is what Uncle Churchill is telling us. Let's go on. Issues within my relationship should have been left for me to address, including defending her publicly when necessary. God. Did you hear that? Issues within my relationship should have been left for who? For me to address, including defending her publicly when necessary. So he's saying that defending, that you were defending me publicly, you should have allowed me to play my role as the man, to be the one to protect you and defend you. Not you as the woman coming in to defend. It's my job. And that's his relationship problem. His personal issues, his family issues, is his battle to fight, not yours. You know, as we are discussing these things, you know that I will be breaking it down, relating it to real life, and giving you practical advice. I have told you guys, if I have told you once, I have told you 1,000,000 times. Carrying a man's fight, Hulk Hogan, The Rock, The Undertaker, there's only one place it will lead you to. Mano on your whites, red oil banger on your whites. You see a man, for example, having issues with maybe his colleague, his boss. You own the fight. You hate the colleague. You keep malice with the boss. You encourage him to start up a war with that boss, to antagonize his boss. The day they would sack him and he will come back home to sit down. By the time you feed him 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I give you 1 month, you will use fights to finish his life. Instead of giving the man sound advice on how to manage the relationship and step back, you incite him. Your hobby, your husband, is having issues with his family members, be it an ex, be it his mother, be it his brothers, be it his sister. You help him. You own the battle. You help him start keeping malice with his family. You help him start giving his family attitude. I told you guys when we had that video, during that time we discussed the David Beckham story and all of that. I told you that if my husband is having a fight with his brother and that brother is coming to my home to visit, I will go to the kitchen and turn hot semo. If it's pounded yam he likes, I will make the pounded yam with steaming egusi soup, the soup of his choice. And I will serve my brother-in-law. After he finish eating, with drinking correct juice or champagne or stout, whatever he likes, I will get out of there and they can continue their fight. I will do my ear and my eye like I don't know what is happening. If that brother-in-law has a sensible wife too, a wife that has sense, that understands how these things go, I would take a drive out with her and her kids, and we will go swimming while that husband and his brother can argue and fight. As long as it doesn't get to the point of incarceration, where, remember we discussed it in Peter and Paul, where I said at that point shit is beginning to go dirty, you step in as the wife to calm, to douse the tension. As long as it doesn't get to the point of incarceration or actual death where blood is involved, you know that water has passed Gary, your children's life are getting threatened and all of that. If it's all those burial arrangements, my brother, I told him this material, he is always difficult, I would deal with him, I will do this, he did that, he said this. You stay away. On that burial day, you see that burial that is causing that family fight, you will see those two brothers coordinating. After it, you will find them sharing a bottle of beer together. While you, MU, that have jumped into the fight, the mess, to be the Messiah, to save your husband, you will introduce generational problem in that family that will not only affect the whole extended family, but will create enmity between innocent children and will taint your reputation for life. They will pour you on the floor. Some women, we buy fights that are not ours, fights in our men's lives. Virtuous wife, my husband, he deserves boundaries, he deserves respect. Ego be you like fame. Listen, I'm trying to address this broadly because you've heard what Uncle Churchill said. That's what the fight was between him and Tonto. He didn't beg Rosie to come and fight for him. Did you hear that? Some women, they hate their husband's auntie because of what their husband told them that the auntie did 15 years ago, decades before she entered the family. And even without hearing the auntie's side of the story, they inherit the auntie as enemy. And that auntie is immediately approached with hostility, with attitude, even for a fight that is not and was not yours. Even if, for example, what that auntie did is truly bad, in your heart as a woman with sense, you can tell yourself, okay, this auntie is someone I should be careful around. But you do not handle that relationship with open hate. When you see that auntie, you greet her cordially. If you're in a culture where they kneel down to greet, I don't come from that culture, but if I'm married to a man from that culture, maybe I'm married to a Yoruba man and it's their culture, I would respect that culture. I would get on my 2 nails. I would greet that auntie properly. I will not approach that auntie with hostility based off what my husband told me she did. I will be careful. I may not go too close, but I will treat her with respect. In the course of my own relationship with my husband, I'm bringing this in so it can be relatable to you, because we women make a lot of mistakes. And when we start enjoying the repercussions, the results of the mistakes that we made, of the seed that we planted, we come and sometimes tell a one-sided story of how my in-laws, they never check up on me, my husband did this and they never. Yes, it happens, but sometimes we women play a role in these things. If my husband, for example, comes to me and is telling me something that happened, this is an example, hypothesis, right? That this auntie flogged me when I was young. Oh, see what she did to me, she flogged me 6. instead of immediately feeling that surge of hatred and anger for that auntie, I will ask him, what did you do? And if he narrates it to me and I see that he's at fault, I will tell him, if it's me, baby, I will flog you 12. Your auntie flogged you 6. Me, I will flog you 12 because what you did was not right. Oh, you forgive your auntie. It's okay. It happened a long time ago. If he comes and tells me, my uncle didn't help me. I wanted to join acting. I wanted to go to acting school to become an actor. He didn't help me. He didn't support me. He didn't sponsor me. And instead of jumping, people are very wicked. That is how they are, jealous uncles. If it's their child now, they will do it. You, as a woman with sense, we calm down. Your job there is not to own the fight and start inciting him against his family. It's to do what? Douse the tension. See reason. I will tell him, for example, that don't worry, baby. It's not his fault. Remember that those days, actors, actresses, they were seen as efulefus. Nobody was really proud to put their child in that line. So he acted according to his own exposure and understanding at that time. Let it go. Forget. Don't be angry with him. She now we be the rich aunties and uncles. Not be so. Some niece or uncle, some niece or nephew in Nigeria might be saying, hey, my auntie and uncle is in Canada. Yet they've not helped me. We are the rich aunties and uncles now. How many people have we? How many people have we helped? How many people are we sponsoring this school? So calm down, my baby boo. I do not and will not join him to start fighting his family. Neither do I incite him against them. Last week, one of my sons didn't go to school. From when his brothers left, he disturbed me from morning till night. When are they coming? When are they coming back? When are they coming? Mommy, what's the time? When do they close? Are they on their way? But as soon as they got back, Kasala, reporting, fighting, not physical fights, because I do not tolerate my sons hitting each other. Fighting, arguing, reporting. To the extent that I told them, see, anybody that enters this room again to report, both the accuser, the accusee, the accused, everybody go collect. Woto. Aya. Bafo, leave them men to iron themselves out. Your job is to give a listening ear, is to offer practical, sound, and wise, unbiased advice, is to tell your husband the truth and let him know where he himself may be erring or making a mistake instead of blindly joining his fight and making him the victim, is to offer emotional support and then back it up with spiritual fortification through prayers. It is not your job to jump in and own a man's fight. And Churchill has told you, you may insult Churchill, but many men are like that. At the end of the day, after you have poured yourself on the floor and that man has reconciled with that enemy, he will ask you, did I beg you to fight for me? It's okay. Let's go on. He said, at times, it is necessary to allow a man handle his responsibilities without interference. Oh God. What Uncle Churchill is saying might be paining some people watching me, but it is busting my brain. Not because I like that sting of ingratitude that this message is oozing off, not because I am enjoying the lack of loyalty that can be extracted and felt from these words and how painful it would be to the person who felt she was doing him good, but because I know that this is the truth. In our Vicky James's video, we have a sequel to that video. Just relax. There is going to be a lot you're going to learn from it. In our Vicky James's video, where I said that she should take it easy with that. If a man cannot do it, I don't wait for my husband. You do it, you handle the financial. I said, babe, calm down. I just getting married. Relax. Children have not even come yet. Just calm down. And I was telling my ladies to allow a man carry his responsibilities. And when I say responsibilities, I do not just mean money. This fight is part of his responsibilities. Protection, provision. When I say provision, I don't just mean financial. Provision can be in presence. The car has a problem. Only you want, call mechanic. Only you want, handle plumbing. Only you want, handle electrician. Only you want, pack snow. Only you want, go and make money, provide. Only the man will relax and leave you. At the end of the day, when you are worn out, looking and you're expecting him to put his whole life and live a life of gratitude and sacrifice himself on the cross, since you sacrificed to, he will tell you, "Nne, I didn't beg you." Allow a man handle his responsibilities, not just for your own good, for his own good too, because he needs to feel in charge. He needs to feel that sense of being alive. He needs to be in his masculine energy. He needs to feel relevant. Allow that man, your oversabi, both domestically, financially, mentally, everything, will only land you in premium tiers. Churchill has said, at times, it is necessary to allow a man handle his responsibilities without interference. Most especially when you were carried along. That is part of his role and duty. Part of what? His role as a man and his duty as a man. I have 3 brothers and no sister. I have 3 sons. I have a very loving father and an extremely present husband. You cannot love men more than me. I love them shiggy. I am a benefactor, a direct benefactor of the wonder and amazingness of men. So when I tell you how to manage yourself with them, believe me, they are all the same. Characters may differ due to upbringing, experience. There might be some differences in character, but the core of who they are so similar. They are not as hard and variety as we are. The core are so similar. Here he went on. Entering a relationship with a man who already has a child and existing issues with the child's mother requires understanding that such matters are between the 2 parties involved. Uncle Churchill is hammering on this thing so much. That is to tell you where the issues of this marriage in recent time has been coming from. Are you seeing the way he's repeating in different language? That if Tonto offended anyone, it should be me alone. And if I offended anyone, it should be Tonto. However, we have both chosen to forgive each other. I believe she has changed and is now in a better place. So he's saying that I offended Tonto. Her issues should be with me. Tonto offended me. My issues should be with her. You have no place in that fight. Stay away. Day your day. You have no right to tell me or to determine whether I should forgive her or not because of you joined in the fight. You know, when 2 people are fighting and you join in the fight, you will not like 2 of them to reconcile because they're going to make a fool of you. So you expect that person's loyalty to be with you, but that is not man logic. That is woman logic. And that's why when a woman goes out with a close friend of hers, she will be angry if that's her close friend and that person becomes close friends and leave her to a corner, because she expects that her close friend to have loyalty with her and to her. But a man will go with his friend. If they exchange numbers or even if they go on vacation together, how would a man be vexing? Man's logic and woman's logic are not the same. How do you want me to explain that to you? So the way you handle a man is different from the way you handle issues of women. The way we interpret things, the things we are sensitive to are not what they are sensitive to. 2 men would fight this morning and they will share a bottle of drink in the evening. 2 women may fight this morning and we may not talk for the rest of our lives. 2 men may meet themselves in a party wearing the same shirt and they will look at it and go and shake each other and laugh. 2 women might be wearing the same clothes and they would want to stay apart, and one might even want to go and change because her clothes has become very common. Let me tell you something. That does not make us bad people. Our brains, our behaviors, our realities, our emotions, how we process life is different. I do hope that we are learning. These true life experiences are not just to talk about and laugh, and they are for us to learn from. And I hope we are taking something home from this story. In our next video, we will wrap up with this, and I will be giving you the full legal position on these claims and arguments that Churchill is raising. Of this thing that Churchill is saying, you cannot divorce me when I never married you. Rosy Muro, what we have is not marriage. What you are is just a concubine who had children for me. And what we have was not marriage. So how can you dissolve and end something that never existed? I am going to break it down, the nitty-gritty of the law, and let you know if Churchill is right in that assertion. So people watching me who may be in the same position or know someone that is, will learn. Stay glued. There is so much you are going to get from that video. So guys, yes, we have come to the end of today's video. If you're new here, you have seen my face for the first time, or if you've been watching us without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, drop all your thoughts down in the comment section so we can read, share our perspectives, and learn. And stay glued, for we have so much more coming your way. Don't forget to join us on our premium and exclusive channel. We teach a lot of sense there. If you think you are getting a lot of wisdom on YouTube on our videos, that one is dedicated just to pump sense into you, like a filling station news, to pump sense into you, because intelligence is not common sense. And when you go through life thinking you are okay with intelligence without applying wisdom to intelligence, you'll find yourself in positions where you may suffer. Join our exclusive channel by scanning this code, or join in right here on YouTube. Down there you will see join, and you can join exclusive channel. It's me, your girl Barrister Neza, and this is Nezeville. I'll see you guys in our next one. For now, bye.